but you wish you had a girl just like me. 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 I'm your fantasy, but you ain't shit to me.
Saying I was about to film a Storytime video. Do you remember when I went to go stay around house with Daniel and then her mum kicked me out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
The other day.
I can't remember the whole details. Like I can't remember. I want to get my facts straight before I film the video.
Basically.
Yo, what's good? It's your girl Dainá. It's Dainá. It's Dainá. It's Dainá. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm back with another story time. You guys like my story times. I don't know why. Like, they're just so random, but I aim to please. So I'm back with another story time. My best friend at the time, actually, her mum took my phone and went through it and kicked me out of the house. So let's start from the beginning. This was when I was about 14 or 15. So this was when I was in secondary school. I must have been in year 9 if I was 15. I must have been in around year 9. And if I was 15, my brother must have been about 10 because we're 5 years apart. So basically my best friend, she invited me for a sleepover on the weekend. Now on the weekend, it was just me and my brother. Actually, do you know what? Tell a lie, I must have been 14 because I don't believe my sister was born yet. And I think my sister was born when I was 15. I think I might have been 14. Okay, I might have been 14. You know what? I might have been 14. So weekend was coming up, you know how it is. You got school all weekend and the weekend comes up, we want to do something fun. So my friend, she invited me over to her house for a sleepover for the weekend. She was like, come stay over for the weekend and let's just have like a big weekend slumber party. I've already asked my mom, she said it's okay and all of this. I asked my mom, I was like, mom, please, can I go to, so we're just gonna call her Yan. So I was like, mom, please, can I go to Yan's house for the weekend and have a sleepover? She's already asked her mom, my mom said it's fine that I can come. So my mom was like, take your brother. So you know how that goes, like when you have a little sibling, a younger sibling, you have to take him everywhere. But I didn't mind because honestly, me and my little brother, we got along. We was quite close. So I was like, yo, Daniel, you want to come with me to Yan's house for the sleepover? So he was like, okay, whatever. So he must have been like 9 or 10 at the time, probably 9. So he was probably 9 at the time, and him with his 9-year-old self was like, pfft. So my friend Yan, she had siblings also. She had a younger sister and a younger brother. Her younger brother was like a year or 2 younger than me, so he might have been 13, and her other sister was closer to my brother age, which was, I don't know, I can't remember if she was younger than him. She might have been like a little bit younger than my younger brother, so she might have been 7 or 8. So it was all gonna be like a bunch of us anyway, having fun on the weekend. That's what we do. So my brother and I, we get our stuff together and we go to Yan's house. Yan comes and meets us, and then her mom comes, picks us up, takes us to the house, and everything is going great. We are playing games, we are eating food, her mom's being super accommodating. We're just having fun. I'm like, this is what life is all about. This is what childhood is, okay? So we're having fun, we're kikiing, we're having a great time. My brother was like playing video games with her brother and her sister, and we were just having our little best friend girly chats. Everything was going great. So I might have been 14, but at 14, you know when like flirtations happen on, you know when you like a boy, and I did have a little crush on Yan's younger brother who was like a year or 2 younger than me. So I had a little crush on him. Yan knew this. I was always telling Yan like, yeah, your brother's cute or whatever, and she's always like teasing and making jokes and saying, well, he ain't got no girlfriend and da 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 da. She was all for us like being a little couple for some reason. Most girls, they wouldn't want your best friend to be like talking to their brother, but she didn't really care. She used to tease us and, you know, make it a thing. And I don't know if she told him that I had a crush or she was in his ear telling him something, but all of a sudden he's like flirtatious with me. He's very flirtatious. You know, like childish flirtation though, like he would like say a little cuss and then smile, hee hee hee, or he would like randomly come up and like play with my hair like that, like childish stuff, like childish little flirtation, what you would do at the age of 13, 14. So obviously I'm like all melting inside like some dumb little kid, like, ooh, he flirting with me, he cute or whatever, but that's Yan's brother. So eventually Yan's little sister goes to sleep because she was the youngest. She fell asleep, and then my brother fell asleep, and then it was just me, Yan, and her brother awake. So we're just talking. He has his own room, mind you. So I'm staying in Yan's room. My brother was staying in Yan's brother's room with her brother, except for he wasn't in there yet. Yan's brother was supposed to go to his room with my brother and go to sleep, and they was gonna be in that room, and all the girls were gonna be in Yan's room. Now Now, Yan's brother was still up with us talking. We were the only 3 up, so he hadn't gone to his room yet. So we're talking, we're busting jokes. We're all around the same age range, so we're just talking about what people our age talk about, whatever that is. And eventually we start to get tired. Yan falls asleep first before all of us. Myself and Yan's brother, who's awake, we're just talking. He starts to like flirt again, and I'm thinking, I don't want him to flirt, but then I do want him to flirt, but then I feel weird because like everybody's sleeping and like you're in Yan's room and you get into your room anytime soon. So we're flirting, like we're not doing nothing inappropriate. There's no touching, there's none of that. We're just like literally talking and being flirty and all of that sort of stuff. And he starts like showing me things on his phone and I start showing him things on my phone. Because back in those days, I had like a lemon phone. So this was the time where Bluetooth was like the new thing. So it's like if you had a Bluetooth phone, you're getting things sent to you all day in school, all day in class, someone's sending you something via Bluetooth. So usually how it works in my school, like everyone kept their Bluetooth on, and during class you would just get random things via Bluetooth from other people in the class. You wouldn't even know who it was sometimes, just sending you stuff, or you would recognize the person's Bluetooth username trying to send you something. You get sent stuff, you'll accept it, you'll send stuff back, and everyone will basically message through Bluetooth that way during school. So I had a bunch of random videos in my phone that was sent to me via Bluetooth from kids in school. So we were just showing each other videos and laughing, kiki and ha 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 ha. And then he just said something like, I should just sleep in here. I was like, no, you shouldn't, because if your mum catches you in here, you know you're probably gonna get in trouble. He's like, oh yeah, you're right. And he's like, I was like, where are you gonna sleep anyway? He's like, I'll sleep next to you. And like, you know, that kind of like little flirtatious little ha ha he he. I was sleeping on a freaking sleeping bag. I'm like, you can't really sleep next to me. I'm sleeping on the sleeping bag on the floor, but okay. So eventually I fall asleep and he had left and gone to his room, and I eventually dozed off. I woke up and it must have been super early in the morning. I'm saying like 6 a.m. in the morning. I woke up to Yan's brother laying next to me, spooning me. So he's spooning me on the floor. And I'm just thinking, well, you left. Like, why did you come back? Why are you spooning me? But at the same time, because I had a crush on him, I was like, I didn't really care. I was like, whatever, 6 a.m, woke up too early. Let me just get a couple more hours before I wake up. We will wake up, it's all gonna be fine. So I don't know how long went by, maybe an hour. Yan wakes up and then she notices that we're spooning on the floor. And then she's like, let's just say her brother's name was Rem. So she sees us spooning on the floor and she like gets up and she's like, Rem, why are you sleeping in here? What if mommy catches you? Mommy's gonna come in here and catch you. You need to get out, you need to go back to your room. He's flipping like laughing, going, oh, don't worry man, mom's sleeping. Mom ain't gonna come. Look how early in the morning it is. Mommy ain't up, she ain't gonna see nothing. We were doing anyway, we ain't doing nothing. What we doing? We were just sleeping. I'm just literally silent. I'm just like, I'm not involved. This boy came and spooned me. Like, this is not my portion. I could have time. So then Yan's panicking. She's like, no, you have to go to your room. And then from nowhere, all of a sudden, Yan's mum bursts through the door. She bursts through the door and he's mid spooning. He's like up. He's up on his side, so his top half is like raised, but his arm is still like around me spooning, but his top half is raised because he was talking to Yan. So his mom sees this, he quickly moves his hands, but by then it's too late. She's already seen, she saw you, she saw us. So she starts going mad. And saying, what are you doing in here? Why are you not hung up on the floor? What do you think you're doing? What is this? You're a little child. What are you doing in my house? Get up, Rem. Get up, get out. Why are you in here? Why are you in there? She's going mad. I'm flipping feeling shook at this point. I don't know what to think at this point. I'm just shook. I'm thinking, flip's sake, she's gonna tell my mom. I'm gonna get beats. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm looking at Yan like, what's she gonna do? What shall I do? My brother wakes up at this time. He comes walking in. Yan's sister wakes up. Everyone's awake now. It's like 7 in the morning. And we're just all awake to Yan's mom shouting because she caught me and Rem spooning on the floor. Well, he was spooning me and I ain't even fronting right now. Like, I'm not even trying to make myself sound good in this story and be like I wasn't a part. Like, obviously I let it happen but he was spooning me, okay? So in the midst of all this shouting, Yan's mum, she looks at me, she flipping sees my phone on the floor, and then she picks it up and takes it. My phone was on the floor right next to where I was sleeping in the sleeping bag. She picked it up off the floor and she took it. I'm thinking, why is she taking my phone? But at the same time, she's an adult and I'm in her house and I'm still a child, so I'm not saying anything, especially because she's been screaming her head off at Rem and saying all this random stuff. So I'm thinking, why is she taking my phone? I look at Yan, she leaves the room. Her mum leaves the room and shuts the door behind her with my phone in her hand. And I'm looking at Yan, I'm like, why would she take my phone? Like, why is she taking my phone? And Yan is just looking at me like, why was Rem here hugging you? Like, why was Rem here? And I'm like, I don't know. He came in like literally before I went to sleep. He had gone to his room, so I don't understand when he came back in. All I know is I woke up and he was already here. So then she's like, oh, flip's sake, she probably took your phone to get your mum's number. She's probably gonna call your mum. And I'm like, oh, flip's sake, she's gonna call my mum. Like listen, I did not want her calling my mum. If you know how my mum is, and if you've heard the stories I've told like in the past of how, you know how my mum stay, like I did not want my mum to know. So I'm thinking, flip's sake, I'm like twiddling my fingers. I'm like, oh, can she just hurry up? I hope she doesn't find my mum's number. Like I really hope she doesn't find it. And then I'm thinking, oh, I wish I had a passcode on my phone. Why didn't I put a passcode on my phone? And I'm literally just panicking. So then Yan's mom comes back in the room. She literally frisbees the phone in my flipping lap, just chucks it. Get out of my house. I'm like, what? She's like, get out of my house. You're actually a dirty little girl. I want a dirty little girl in my house. You need to get out of my house, you nasty little girl. You know what I found in your phone? You think I didn't see all little sex videos in your phone? You nasty little girl. You need to get out of my house. I'm feeling shook. I'm like, what are you talking about? What nasty little videos? And then I think back to all the videos in my phone, and there was this one video that was basically porn in my phone that was sent to me by some boy via Bluetooth in class. There was this one boy who sent everyone this one porn video, and I had it in my phone still. I did not delete it. And I swear to you guys, I'm not even lying and trying to make myself sound good again. I have to clarify this because you know, people be like thinking, yeah, right, girl, you was a nasty little fast ass 14. I wasn't, I promise. Like, this video was sent to me and multiple other people in the class via Bluetooth, and I just didn't delete the videos. All the videos and pictures we used to get sent via Bluetooth, I never deleted them. I always just kept them in my phone. So come to find out, Yan's mom went through my phone. I don't know what she's doing looking through my photos and looking through my videos, but she came across this video. And that was enough to just basically send her over the edge and be like, you're a dirty little stinking gal. You need to get out my house. Get your things and get out my house and don't ever come back here no more. You're not having no friendship with my daughter no more. You're not ever coming to my house again. Don't ever talk to my son. Don't ever talk to my children. Get out, you're nasty. Get out. She was literally cussing me down. Like, this big woman was standing there cussing me down, calling me all type of hoes, all type of skets, all type of slags, all type of names, like. And I'm literally just, the whole time I ain't saying nothing. Picked up my phone, I started gathering my things, told Daniel, get your stuff, come on, we're leaving. Getting all my stuff. I didn't even bother saying nothing to Yan. Yan is just standing there like, she's not even saying nothing. No one's saying nothing while her mum is just standing there ripping into me. Get all my stuff. And then we leave the house. As we leave the house, we're starting to walk to the bus stop. I start getting vexed as I'm walking. My brother's like, why is she saying all that things about you? Like, why is she talking about you like that? His voice was high at the time. He's like, why is she talking about you like that? Why is she talking to you? Why is she shouting and all that? Oh, what are you gonna do? I was flipping getting fuming. I was getting vexed. I was thinking, innit, why is she talking to me? Like, how dare she talk to me like that? I'm telling mum. I'm actually telling mum. I'm telling mum right now. So my brother's amping me up. Like, why is she talking to you like that? You can't let her talk to you like that. Like, what's going on? What are you gonna do? And I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna call mum. I'm telling mum. Like, I don't care. At first I was scared that she was gonna call mum and tell her whatever she was gonna tell her, but I'm actually gonna tell mum because she shouldn't talk to me like that. No one can't talk to me like that. So I'll call mum. Yeah, mum, I'm coming home now. By this time, it was only Saturday because we went there Friday and we were supposed to stay till Sunday, but it was Saturday. So then she was like, oh, what are you calling me for? For you be out there having fun with a friend them, lick a friend them. And I'm like, nah, me and Daniel were coming home. And then she's like, why are you coming home if he's coming in tomorrow? It's like, nah, Yan's mum kicked me out. She's like, what? Kicked you out? Kicked you out to go where? You see what time of morning it is? It's flipping like 8 o'clock in the morning. You see what time of morning it is? And she's kicking you out. What do you mean kick you out? What do you mean kick you out, Dainá? What do you mean kick you out? Look, she kicked me me out. So then she's like, kicked you out for what? And I was like, because basically I was laying down in the sleeping bag and then Jan's brother came and he was like laying behind me, hugging me, but I woke up and he was there. I didn't know he was there when I went to sleep, and I woke up and he was there. So then she kicked me out and then she went through my phone and she was like seeing videos. She's like, what? She went through your phone? Why she got your phone? I was like, I don't know. She took my phone and she started going through it and she saw like some video that I had, but it wasn't my video. You know how you are when you're like 14, you're really trying to like justify yourself and make sure you don't get in trouble. Like, yeah, it wasn't my video. Like there was some video on my phone that someone put on my phone, but it wasn't my video. I didn't even know the video was there. And she like saw this video and then she was like, you know, cussing and all of this, and she said I have to get out, and she just told me to get myself and get out and never come back, and don't be friends with her son and don't be friends with her daughter, and I'm never come to her house again. She called me a scare, and when I said that, my mum went mad. She's like, she called you a what? She called you a what? What? Come home now. Hurry up and get home now. Hurry up and get home now. I need a number. I need something. You better get a number. You better get a phone. You better get something. So I go home. So by the time I get back home, my mum's there, my aunt's there, and this is the same aunt from previous story times. Every time I tell stories about my mum and my aunt, it's always them two. Like I said in the Green Burger story, they're like the dynamic duo. So it was them two at the house, and when we got there, so then my mum had already filled in my aunt on all that I told her. So then they just sit, they're literally like, continue. At this point, my brother's getting involved too. He's like, yeah. And then she was like proper like pointing in Dana's face, yeah. And she was like pointing in her face and all shouting and proper screaming. And she was proper getting mad and talking to her. And I was like, yes, my brother's backing me up. We're proper getting in. We're like, yeah. And then she was flipping taking my phone. She was calling me a sket. She did this and she did that. And she flipping dashed my phone. She was telling me to get out. And she was proper rushing me. She was proper in my face. So then we're hyping the story up heavily. My mom's getting vexed. She's like, I need a number. Give me a number. Give me a number. Give me a number now. I was like, I don't have her number, but I have Jan's number. She's like, call Jan. So I call Jan, and then I'm like, Jan, I'm at home now. My mom wants to talk to your mum. So then I can hear her saying, Mum, Dainá's mum wants to talk to you. And then she's quick fast to come on her phone. She's like, yeah, give me the phone. I want to chat to her actually. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. And then she comes on the phone on a hype. Like, yeah, I had to kick your daughter out my house because your daughter's nasty. Do you know what I found in her phone? Do you know what I found in your daughter's phone? She's a nasty little girl, and I don't want her in my house no more. She's a little sket. My daughter don't mix with no skets. My daughter ain't a sket, so she ain't got no friends that are skets. And she's proper saying all this to my mum. And you know how my mum stay. My mum went off and started cussing her up. Who the bomber clot? Like all those kind of who you talking to, like literally let's meet up and we can sort this kind of, that's the kind of flex my mum was like, let's meet up. You don't flipping chuck out my picnic them. And she kept on bringing up the fact that my brother was like 8. It's like, you want to kick out my picnic them and my 8-year-old son on the street in the middle of the flipping morning when they ain't got nowhere to go, no ride. You want to make them get on a bus all the way from your end all the way to my end. You have my children walking around on the street all hours 8 in the morning by themselves. Are you dumb? So as they're arguing, they're proper arguing on the phone. My aunt's in the back chiming in, like throwing out threats, like I'll brock you up and then I'll brock you up and oh. So then I guess my mum recognized the voice on the phone, and then she goes to me, what'd you say her mum's name was? I was like, and she's like, and then she was like, and then she was like, yeah. And she's like, hold on, is this? And then she was like, yeah. And then she's like, it's flipping me, man. It's flipping Loren. And then she's like, what? Turns out they went to school together. Her, my aunt, and Jan's mum all went to the same school. So they knew each other. They weren't friends back in school, but they knew of each other, and they were, I guess, knew each other enough to speak. And Jan's mum was like, oh my God, Loren, like what? How many years has it been? No, your daughter's a nice girl still, you know, she's a nice girl still, you know, it's just the video, it caught me off guard, and then obviously my son was up in there, and then all of a sudden her tune changed. She's trying to talk nice and she's trying to throw out compliments, talking about, no, she's a nice girl still, she's a nice girl still. I was happy that Jan had friends like her, because she's had friends in the past that ain't been so nice and they've been bad influences. Nah, Dainá's a nice girl still. All of a sudden, her tune changed. So my mum, she's still like, yeah, because listen, I don't ramp about my kids in it. So if you can't be saying them things about my children, you can't be saying them things about picnic them, you want to kick them out on the street and then say that's gonna be the end of it. Because my kids got parents, they've got parents, you know, parents that care about them in it. So like we can sort this out, we can handle this, like we can sort this out. Like, it's like, no, I'm sorry, I just like, you know, I was just so vexed because, you know, Rem, I need to go talk to that boy, you know, I need to talk to that boy because that boy is fast. Like, this ain't the first time he's done something like this. Like, I want to talk to this boy because he loves to gyal too much, he loves gyal all the time, and da 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 da. And all of a sudden it's Rem's fault. All of a sudden her son loves gyal too much. All of a sudden her son has had issues with girls before and all of this. And like, I don't condone it in my house. Like, you brought your children over to stay at my house, and I'm not gonna have 2 underage children. I don't know what they're doing in there. I can't have no underage children in my house having sex and all of this. And you know, that's why I was angry. That's what my mum was just like, So basically at the end of the conversation, they basically will call, and apparently her mum was like talking about meeting up with my mum and my aunt and catching up for old time's sake. And apparently she actually did come to my aunt's house and just like caught up and all of that sort of stuff. But then after that, Yan and I were still friends. I never saw her brother again, and honestly I didn't even want to speak to her brother again because I'm thinking, why would you put me in that position? Even after Yan's mum was saying to my mums, no man, I was just angry, your children are welcome here anytime, Dainá can come back anytime, she's a nice girl still, and all of this. I didn't want to go back. I did not ever want to go back to Yan's house ever again. I didn't want to see her brother ever again. Luckily he didn't go to our school, so I didn't have to see him. He went to an all-boys school, so luckily I never saw him ever again. I didn't want to see him ever again because I just feel like, why did you put me in that position? This is the first time I've come to stay at your house and this is what happens, and it's because of flipping you, and you didn't even flip and try and speak up and just like let it be known that you came in. I didn't know. Like, come on, like, you're letting your mum stand here talk to me like this. I know we're all kids here, but still. So Yan and I remained friends. We just never had sleepovers again. And then Yan's mum, she reconnected with my mom and my aunt and whatever. They're not friends, but it's like they're cordial or whatever. So that was the story about the time my friend's mum took my phone and kicked me out of her house. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Why you not pick up your phone?
Sorry. Hello?
Why are you not picking up your phone?
I've been sitting there singing, watching TV, my phone's in the charger and it's not ringing.
Oh.
Don't know what that was all about.
Well, I was calling you because I'm trying to remember something. I'm about to film a Storytime video. Yeah, I was saying I was about to film a Storytime video. Do you remember when I went to go stay around house with Daniel and then her mum kicked me out and then you knew who she was? Like, you went to school together or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
That the other day.
I can't remember the whole details. Like, I can't remember how you found out you knew her and what you lot spoke about on the phone. I want to get my facts straight before I film the video.
Because we called up on the phone and basically said, yeah, they're telling me about, telling my daughter about she's a sket and this, that, the other, and that you lot are talking about my daughter and she was in bed with your son and this, that, the other. Your son got in bed with my daughter, yeah? And for one, like, I first asked her her name, innit? And she told me her name. And then I was listening to her when she was talking. I was like, Zach. And then she was like, yeah. And then I was like, don't lie. I said, this is annoying, isn't it? And if it's cousin and if it's right here. And she was like, oh my God. Don't lie, it's your daughter. Yeah, she's a nice girl still. She just stayed at my house, but you know what I mean? So, I just didn't like them things, you get me? But boys and girls in bed together under the same roof. Yeah, well, apparently your son got in bed with us. Yeah, I'm going to have a word with him still, but you know what I mean? I didn't know that was your daughter. I was like, you been money to link up, baby.
Okay, so that's how you knew it was her. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I recognised her voice. I was like, boy, she sounds like Appleby. I was saying it to Iz because we was both there.
Yeah.
And we both stared at each other and we both was like listening on the phone. I was like, sounds like her. No, ask her, man. And that was always like, nah, it's kind of Appleby. And it was. And I said to you, what was the name of her daughter's last name? You said, innit? Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and we spoke to her on the phone and everything. And she said she was going to come and link up, and then she came over at Yvette's house, and yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
I didn't know she did all that.
Yeah, she came. That's why we're linked now. That's why we're on Facebook together now, and she's been to a couple of parties and stuff. Yeah, we still see each other now. But we went to school together, innit? So.
Okay.
But yeah.
Alright, I think I
but that was
now.
madness though, because at first they're talking about your sket and this and that, your sket daughter. Hold on a minute, there, lady. Eh? And she heard us. She realised, okay, it's you lot, alright? Yeah, nice girl.
You're true and change.
Yeah, nice girl. Yeah. Story change up.
Story change up real quick. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
fast, rapid.
I'm gonna film this
Yeah.
story time then.
Alright.
Alright, bye.